Okay, great. Okay, so good evening and welcome, guys, to one second. So, can you see my screen?
No, we can't.
No. Now?
Yeah, we can now.
Okay. So yeah, so good evening and welcome to the training program. So before we start, can I just have a quick like update on what is the skill set or what level of like the students we have? Is it an entry level or do you have a prior experience in Java? At high level, can someone tell me? Maybe Kalpana, can you start on that? Hello.
I'm entry level, Rajesh.
Okay. So how about others? Most. So do you know each
Yeah.
other?
No.
Hey, hi, this is Nitya. I'm also entry level.
Okay. Okay, good. So I'll assume that everyone are entry level and you have like 1% knowledge of Java or maybe less than that. With that assumption, I will start. So before I go into the actual content, I'll just take few minutes to present about myself. Okay, so hey Java. So I am your tutor. Will be handling the Java session. So my name is Rajesh Subramanian, and you can reach me at instanar@gmail.com, and that's my YouTube channel, and that's my website address. So I do post many of videos in a way for the technical people to understand it, the concepts, rather than just a boring sessions. And coming to my experience, I have around 15 years of industry experience in all those icons, whatever you see in the screen. Spring Boot, Firebase, Spring, Java, so XYZ, all those, whatever you see there. Uh, I have hands-on experience in core Java, MVC 1, Struts 1, 2, Spring. So those are all technologies. Since you are entry level, you would not be knowing that. So my career has started same like you as an entry level. I joined one of the MNCs. I was working there as a developer like 15 years back. Then I moved to senior developer. Then I went into a module lead role. Then as a team lead, technical lead, manager, senior manager. Then I was my last position or the role was as CTO. And along these 15 years, I've always been handling training and molding the youngsters. That's always been part of the 15 years. Whatever role I have been, I always take up the training. So training has been my passion. So being CTO, that has also been a monotonous job. So I wanted to go into a different route. So that's how I entered into full-time training. So that's a big thing about me. And what does it take to learn any language? Before that, if any of you have any questions, you can stop me anytime. Feel free. Just send me a chat if you don't have a proper microphone, or else you can stop me anytime. Okay. So what does it?
Sorry for interrupting you, but there
Yes.
are people, you have to let them in. The host has to let them.
I have to let them in.
Yeah.
How how do I let them in? I
I
don't
don't
see.
know.
Kalpana, can you please help me out there? Admit all, right? Okay. I've given admit all.
म्यूट कर देना पहले बोल देता हूँ नहीं मेरा तो हमेशा लाइफ अरे म्यूट करो ये भाई का
Okay, so I have admitted. So we'll continue. So I was telling about my entry into the training. Then, so what does it take to learn any language? You should have a commitment, and you should be practicing regularly, and you should always be staying motivated, because learning a language, you will be coming across lots of errors. You'll always be seeing errors, so you should not get demotivated. That's those are the three things, and I'm here to help you out anytime. So without wasting any time, so the training structure I have planned is we'll have hands-on program. I'll not be boring you with theories, because I don't think like taking lectures, hours of lectures or theories will help you in facing the real world. Since I've been into the actual IT world for 15 years, I've handled more than like 40 to 50 development projects from scratch across all of the technologies, and I've been handling customers. So keeping all those in background, I always feel that uh, like more than theory, practical would help out anyone like a fresher who has passed out. So keeping that in mind, I don't have any PPTs. I'll not be boring that. So instead of that, I'll straight away dive into hands-on programs. But one request from me is you have to practice these programs in your system once you go home. So that is the only way. You have to bang on. You have to practice, practice, and practice. And any questions you have, you can come on the next day and we can go over that and discuss. But just by watching the session, it would be very tough. You have to practice to get into the core of the language. And once you cross like 10 to 15 days, it's going to be a cakewalk for you. It would be very easy for you. Just trust my words. And after end of every session, I assume like we have 3 to 4. One is the basic Java, that is the core Java. Second is the advanced Java. Third is Spring, that comes as a web, and we have database. So after every session, I'll be giving you like 30 to 40 challenging questions. So if you start working out those 30 to 40 questions in your home, practice it, you will be able to grasp most of the concepts in the program, which would help you to secure a job. So keeping that in mind, and the softwares. So what do you need? Actually, you don't need Eclipse also. You can try it out in simple Notepad, which I'll be going later, not today. But for now, you can download the Eclipse. I have 2021 package. You can download latest package and install it. I'll share this link. Okay. So now, without getting late, let's not go more into theory. Let's directly dive into the first program. So it's going to be Greek and Latin for you, but just bear with me. Just follow it. Whatever, whatever is being discussed in that program will be explained to you at the right time. So don't try to understand the program word by word today. Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
no
Okay, good. So I'll go to the Eclipse now.
వస్తున్నాను
So the Eclipse ID I am using is version 2021 March, which was released previous month. It's 4.19. Okay, so let's go into our first program. Then we will start going through each of the concepts. I always believe I have a different methodology, so which has been working out all these years. So it's my duty and my job to make sure that you understand every single concepts from the basics to the advanced. So just follow with me. What we'll be doing in the first program, this is what. When I run it, it's going to ask a question. Hey champ, what's your name? I'm going to give Rajesh, and I'll give Q for quit. It's going to tell, welcome Rajesh. Whoa, you were able to write your first program. This will cover uh, around 70% of your core Java. Just by writing this program is going to cover 70%. So we'll start the program. No worries if you don't understand the technical jargon of it, just note down, and also it's being recorded. So anytime you can play and do it. But even if you don't understand, what I would recommend is just write this program in your home and run it in the same way before you come for the next class. Slowly we'll start decrypting all these words in the program. Whatever we have, everything will start going through one by one, and that would cover majority of the topic. So first is we go to file, new, project. Don't worry about anything else. File, new project, Java project. Next, April 12. That's my project. So I'll use Java 15. I'm using Java 15. The Eclipse comes by default with a Java. So you need not do anything else here. Just give on this one and click on next. And click finish. No changes in any of the screens. Don't create. Perspective. Someone waiting. I got a chat. Permission to record the session. Actually, the session is being recorded, Vishnu. You can contact Kalpana after the session. She'll be able to give you the link. Okay. So we have created our first project. It has nothing in it. The folder is empty. Following, right?
Yes.
Can I get a response so that I'll ensure that I'm not lost. I should not be like talking like with my microphone not audible. So if you can please respond, it will be great from your end.
Yes, Rajesh.
Thank you very much. So we have created just one simple project with blank project with no other files in it. I'll right click now, new. We'll create one first class. So this will be, the class can be anything. Don't worry about anything here. Don't worry about the public package, all these things. We'll slowly understand everything as we progress by the end of this week. We just give April. For now, before you go, just try out few things. I'll do APRIL. Okay, I got this warning. Just focus here. The use of default package is discouraged. Okay. If you don't understand, no problem, just focus there. I give now April, no change. If I give a space, the type name is not valid. A Java type name must not start or end with a blank. So first thing you learned is the class name should not be having a blank. You should not give a space. Okay. Now what happens if I give a number? It is accepting. What happens if I give number at the start? The type name is not valid. Then type name 1 is not a valid identifier. So the second point you have learned is class name cannot start with a numeric value. The class name can have a uppercase or a lowercase, but it should be an alpha. Only letters are allowed. Secondly, the class name cannot have a space in it. Either it can be start or end. Clear? I create the class. We have nothing here, just public class, class name, flower bracket and a flower bracket. Followed so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Rajesh, could you please repeat? I'm sorry about that.
So from where you want me to repeat?
Yeah, you are creating the class, right?
Yeah. So I just right clicked on this package. I click on new. I went to create class. I just wanted you to focus whether this is allowing a blank space at the end. If I give a space, it's telling error. So Java class cannot have a space. That is the first point you are learning. And second is, what if a Java class can type already exists? Okay, I'll give April 1. So what if Java class is having number at the end? It is allowing, but if I give number at the starting, it would not allow. So I just want you to focus on this and grab that a class cannot start with a number. Class cannot have space. That's all. Okay. So I created class. So this is just a file. Okay. If you don't if you don't know Java, this is just a file. April.java is a file. It is having some syntax in it. We'll not worry about the syntax now. Now what I'll do is you give MAIN and control space. Just note it down, control space. There would be some suggestion. Throughout this Eclipse, control space will give you the suggestions. So click on main. That it is telling something as main. Just and next to that, you see here something is there. Public static void main, which means when I click this, this syntax would be coming up. I double click here, it has come up automatically. This is step number 2. And step number 3, again I'm telling, don't worry if you don't know any words, don't try to understand any words, don't try to link any words now. I'm here to I make you understand every single word in this file, every single letter. That's my job. I'll take care of it. So now don't worry, just note down the steps as it is. Third step, SYSOUT, sys out. Again, control space. Automatically the Eclipse would fill as system.out.println. These are all shortcuts. SYSOUT, sys out, and do control space. So the Eclipse would fill automatically. Now here you print welcome to the session. What is your name? So far clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all. We have completed our first program. We'll just run. There is a small run button here. Run April, or else right click. So note down all these things. You can click here and run. You can right click. You can click on run as Java application. Next to that, there is a small hint, Alt Shift X and J. So if I'm going to press Alt Shift X, a small pop-up would come up on the right side, giving you all the hint. Now you just press J, the application will run. And here it is. Welcome to the session. What is your name? So we have run successfully the first program just in 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. Formatting is Control Shift F. Control Shift F would format the lines. Even if you have, let's say you have like this, and this is not properly formatted. Let's assume it is like this. Control Shift F would automatically make the file neat according to the standard. Okay, so far any questions?
No.
No. Okay, great.
Rajesh,
Yes, please.
you written that public static void main, right?
Yes.
Could you please explain why we are writing that line?
Yes, I will explain. I'll explain every single word. I'll explain everything. But the first step I wanted is like when you get a new mobile phone, you rather than trying out how it is working, you will be first interested in the wow factor, right? You want to experience something. Wow, I'm using the phone. I am just going to YouTube. I can surf all these things, right? So that is what I wanted first you to give you. I want you to just run the program and see that, okay, whatever I've written, something has come out rather than going through a long 1 hour session. And then if I start telling you public is this much, what is this, what is class, you'll be bored. Instead of that, let's first have something running. Slowly we'll debug and go inside.
Sure,
I'll explain you.
Rajesh.
Okay.
Yeah, because I am zero, I am new to Java. That's it.
You are?
I am new to Java.
Yeah. So since you said you are new to Java, I came from a triple E background.
Okay. I
Uh,
got you.
yeah, actually, if you know, right, anyone is from non-IT background like you?
Yeah, I'm from Tripoli.
Yeah. So non-IT background people will be more cautious in learning this language. The reason is,
More
anyone wants
confusion too.
anyone wants to guess?
Because we
Why?
guys don't know, right? Why
Correct.
it's work.
That is exactly the IT guys, right? Don't don't mistake me. Based on the experience, I'm telling the IT guys in their college they would have got that this is 1 mark question. This is an important. This is a long answer. Struct is a long answer in C. So all these things, since they have int is a very small one answer, one mark question. Even if I don't read, no problem. And so all these things, since they have already know, the brain is tuned that this is important, this is not important. So when they learn a language, they relate with the whatever was taught in the college. But for a non-IT student, it is completely new. Whatever I am telling will be important for you. Let's say if I tell this brace has to be next to this ARGS in the same line, you will follow ditto whatever I'm telling. But to an IT student, if I tell, they'll tell what makes it difference. Even if I give it here or here, it's not going to make any difference. But to a new person, whatever I tell will be the Bible for them, right? So that's why I said, if you are a non-IT, just give a pat on your back. You will be learning it in a more what is it, more organized way. So I've also been from a triple E background, so it's very easy. Okay, so we have run our first program now. Everyone clear? 26 of them. So just take some time to reply, please.
Yes.
Yeah,
Only,
Rajesh.
yeah, great. Because only if you reply either
Yes.
great, thank you. Through mic or through chat, I'll be happy to listen.
Yes.
Okay, now let's add one more set of things. We'll add one file here. New file. We call it as form.xml and finish. It's a blank file. What should be inside the file? I'll show you. I'll tell you how to write this also. Again, don't worry or uh, don't feel like it's Greek and Latin. I don't know what it is. Directly, is going into such a deep thing. No, as I said, if you can run today's program successfully, your core Java, you will be there 70%. You will know the core Java. This is the correct way to program your brain. Based on my experience, I am telling you. So just trust me and follow me. So what we have to do is, okay, I'll delete this thing. So we created one empty file. We created one empty file. Now I am placing few sets of code. I am placing one tag. This is one something I am placing. So don't worry much about this. I've pasted few lines of code. We'll come into this line later. So I deleted something. Okay. So I pasted something. Next step is I'll go to configure, note these things, convert to Maven project. There is something as convert to Maven project. Just note it down. And I click on that. You will immediately see that enabling Maven dependencies. You have to follow these things because knowing Java, writing a program is all very easy. But people miss out in the concept. The core concept alone, that's what is important because Google is there. This is what I tell to every single person whomever I train. I am not going to teach you anything which is not there in Google search. So if you are going, if you are searching for a logic of let's say Armstrong number, whatever it may be, Google is there with everyone. The net has reached so friendly to us, but Google will not teach you the concepts which I am teaching. That's what I tell everyone. This comes from experience. You cannot find these concepts in Google. So understand, try, take time, try to understand whatever concept I'm teaching. Focus on wherever I'm telling. That's what is important. So what happened? It said that fetching some Maven dependencies and it's all done. Once it's all done, you should have noticed a folder coming up here as Maven dependencies. Earlier, this was not there. When we created the project initially, it was not there. Once I added this file, something went on here and this got added. If I expand this, you will see that something has added. Correct? One file has come up. Are you noticing?
Yes.
Okay. Now see this file, whatever we added, and see this file, whatever has been downloaded. There is some dependent, there is some link, right? It is telling log4j. Here I have written log4j. It has said 1.2.17. Here I have given 1.2.17. So something has come up based on whatever I have written here in this file. So can you link that and see? This file, the name of the file is log4j and the group ID and the artifact ID is log4j. The black ones are the one which we key in. The green ones are the one are syntax. You cannot change this. You cannot have it as one. It will throw error. It has to be model version V caps means it is V caps. The black ones I can change. It won't throw any error. I can tell like 4.1. So this one I want you to focus on. The file name log4j and this one log4j are looking same. And 1.2.17 and 1.2.17 are looking same. Correct? Are you noticing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So what has happened? What we can assume or what we can guess is based on whatever I have written, this has gone into internet and this file it was actually doing a fetch, right? So this was doing something in the internet and based on whatever I have given, it has downloaded some file and paste it here. I'll delete this file. These are all important, just focus. I'll delete this file. No, I cannot delete like here. So I have to go to the folder. So if I delete this file, one second, I'll go to the folder and delete. Properties. Don't worry If you're not following these things, how is he going to the folder? Oh my God, I'm not following anything. It is everything is new. I wanted everything this to be new, and the first time itself, I want everything to be said rightly in your brain. That's why I'm, even though it looks very hard, it is not. So I go here, it's not there. Then what I can do, this will not allow me to delete like this. I have to delete this file itself. So if I change to 1.18, let's see what happens. I save the file. Immediately you see here something is happening again. Download source. Did you notice that? And the file is gone. The folder is gone, see, because it was not able to find a file with this name. In the internet, it is able to find a file only with number 17. Why is it so? We'll see later. But I just want you to understand whatever is given in this form.xml, now it can see. Okay? Are you following?
Yeah, Rajesh, we are following.
Okay.
Just the file name is just going to be appear in the template.
Yes. So this, yeah, if I change the file name, this went away. This got deleted. Okay. So keep this aside. This is done. Now what we'll do is we have what we did. We just printed something in the screen. When I run this program, it is just printing something. What is your name? If I go, I am not able to type my name because we didn't tell the program to ask my name. We just printing it. Next step, what we'll do is, I have already. So we will be creating, adding this line. I'll explain this line in few minutes. Okay, I'll explain this complete program in few minutes. So we'll add this line, and what I'll do is I will just give whatever we have given here. I'll copy it here. I'll just replace this as log dot debug. This is one of the like very important part in programming. I'll come to this. Just try to understand. If you don't understand any of these words, no worries today. I'll make you understand. So what I've done is I've just given one line. Let's take it A, B, C equal to D dot E bracket X. That's all I've given. Let's run it. Okay, I got an error. So every time you get an error, don't panic. Be happy that you are learning something. That would be my first advice. The more red color lines you see, the more you read, the more you learn, and the more you progress in your life. Always try to have lots of errors in the program, whatever you are writing. Without error, if you write something, you will not be learning, you'll be missing out. So the first error we have got now is no appender found for logger X. So this can be like a common sense. We are using X here. It is also telling X. So which means it is referring something to what I've given here. Let me try it here. Y, U. And if I run it, this will tell YU. So which means this error has a link something with whatever we have given here. That is first thing which we can infer. No appender found. If you copy this in the and search in Google, it will tell you what it is. Okay, now YU. So what we should do is only one more step. We'll create one file. Log 4 log4j dot properties, and I already kept it here. Again, don't worry about this. After this is running, we'll start debugging the program one by one. So I have pasted one file log4j.properties. Now I'm running. No appender found for the log yu. Here I've used x. So here I'll be using x. No appender found for x. What I will do is I'll push this file inside the, okay, it's there actually, log4j.properties. One second, I'll just move this file. Okay, then inside. Target classes. Okay, so the error has gone now, and okay, sorry, there's something else. Okay, I'll come back to this one after some time. The configuration is issue. So let's go into this. Let's go into this program, and I'll start explaining the basics. Okay, the first thing is, do I have a whiteboard here? Update. No. Is someone asked me? No. Okay, so someone is waiting. So we'll start with this. So here we have what we saw was initially when we created a class, this only came, correct? The first concept in Java is, what is a class? We have something as a class here. So class is the best thing I would suggest anyone to remember in terms of real world. What is class is? I hope everyone will know Ganesh Chaturthi, right? Everyone are aware of it? Anyone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rajesh.
Yes. Okay. So what is done during Ganesh Chaturthi? Can someone tell me?
Rajesh, you mean how the festival is goes or?
No. Festival. Okay. Who is the hero of Ganesh Chaturthi?
We
We.
we are enjoying, right?
No, we are enjoying. Okay, but whom are we? Like
Ganesh.
Ganesh. Okay. How is? Okay, Ganesh. What we do? What is
No,
the
just
speciality on that day? We buy him, right? We
yeah.
buy and we bring him home. Correct?
We do Visarjan.
Yeah, we do Visarjan. Uh, we buy like clay Ganesh, right? Do you buy?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So how is that clay Ganesh made? Have you ever seen it, or have you ever thought of it? How is the clay Ganesh made?
Made of stamp.
Sand. Okay. Then what they do? They mix with water. Okay, that's okay. Then what they do?
Molded.
Mold. That is the key. Mold is the key here. What they do? Yes, please. Go ahead. No problem even if you're wrong.
Give the structure.
I'm sorry.
Give the structure.
Give the structure. How? They take this clay and they put it in the mold. Correct?
Right.
And they keep it like for a few minutes. Then they break out the mold. Correct? The mold is actually like part of two parts, right? Mold is of two parts. They place the clay, they join it, then they remove the two molds. Correct?
Correct.
Right. Then what we get? We get the Ganesha. Right?
Right.
Okay. Mold is the class here. If you remember this, actually no, the way to learn a programming is you have everything around you. Interface, the technical jargon may be very tough and very confusing for you to remember. Maybe people have made it like that. But when you switch on a fan, the switch is the interface. When you see this Ganesha, the mold is the class. When you see a bicycle, the bicycle is the object. So whatever we are writing in Java, everything is around you. Interface, polymorphism, OOPS concept, Spring. You are attending an interview. What will the interviewer say? We will call you back, correct? That's right. At least you have heard, right? When you attend an
Yeah.
interview, people will tell that we will give
Yes.
you a call back, correct?
Yes, Rajesh.
Yes, that is what Spring is. That's what Spring DI. So everything is around us. We just have to link everything with the technical thing the way that we never forget it. So coming back to the class, mold is the class. Now tell me, what can you do with the mold?
Rajesh, mold is the class means just it's
Mold is of no use, correct? You cannot pray to the mold, correct?
yes.
Yeah, that's correct. You cannot do anything with the class. But something which has come out of the mold, you are able to pray.
Okay.
Something which has come out of the mold. What is that? The clay. The clay, it went inside as a clay. It came outside as a Ganesha. You don't call it clay anymore, correct?
Yes.
So the input to the mold is clay and output of the mold is
Ganesha.
Ganesha. This Ganesha is called the object. So what we do, we have a mold. What we do, we put the clay into mold, and what we get? Ganesha. Correct?
Rajesh, here mold is just a meaning.
No,
A
no,
meaning
don't.
word, right?
Correct. Mold is just a meaning word. Now, don't link with the programming. I'm just going in normal terminology.
Yeah, normal terminal. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, just a without the mold we can't. Just the main thing is here mold.
Exactly. Without mold, you cannot generate a Ganesha.
Okay.
So mold is the key. But
Okay.
using mold, you cannot. Using just mold, you cannot do anything. You can only do something with a product which has come out of a mold. Agreed? Directly, you
Yes.
cannot do anything with the mold, but a product which has come out from the mold, you can work on that. So what I've written is, put the clay into the mold equal to, you get Ganesha. So mold is the key here. From the mold, we get Ganesha, correct? You forget this one. From the mold, now you follow this line. This is very important, guys. This is a concept. From the mold, you get Ganesha. Everyone following? Agreeing?
Yeah, yeah.
Focus on how I have written. There is a meaning. I'll convert this and I'll tell you. Then you will realize. Mold is the source. I've got Ganesha. I have written Ganesha next to the mold. You agree, right? From the mold, I get Ganesha. How I get? How I get? I have to put the clay in the mold. Correct?
Okay.
Agreed. Now, what I said, mold is a class. Ganesha is an object equal to new mold. This is the process. We have to do some new process. What is the process? Put the clay into the mold. So using this new class, we get an object. This is the syntax for creating a object. Class, the object name equal to new class. Clear?
On my end, it's clear. Paresh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, on my end, I'm clear.
Okay. Others?
Yeah, clear.
This is the
Clear.
core. Okay, great. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me today or tomorrow, anytime before we finish up the session, you can ask me. This is very important. This is the concept. Unless you don't, you remember these concepts using the objects whichever is there around you, you will never forget in life. You'll always remember this. This is the way I studied when I was as a fresher like you. Still now I am able to remember the same way. So so you will be coming across all the terminology. What is a class? It's a blueprint. Class is a blueprint. What is an object? It's an instance of a class, which is which we are getting from a blueprint. The mold is a blueprint, correct? The blueprint will contain how the nose should be, how the ears should be. All these details will be there in the blueprint. Using that blueprint, when the clay goes in, the object comes out exactly whatever the blueprint is telling, right? Got it, guys?
Yeah, Rajesh.
We can take another example also. Bicycle. Let's say there is a mold of bicycle. You pour iron into it and you get a bicycle. So again, that blueprint is a class. So class is a blueprint. You cannot do anything with the class directly. There is only one instance where you can do something with the class directly, which I'll tell you later. For now, understand that you cannot do anything directly with the class. You have to get something out of the class and then only work on it. So what is a class? It is a blueprint. What is an object? It's an instance of a class. So we have something here as public static void main. We have a bracket, we have some code here, and we have this. What this means is, in terms of common world, you have a house. How do you enter into a house? Yes,
From the front door.
door, entrance. So every house will have some entrance. This is the entrance through which the program or the Java virtual machine we call as JVM can enter into your program. This is how it can enter into your program. Let's say I comment it out. I don't have this, means the door is locked. The JVM will struggle. It cannot run it. What it is? No. I'll run this program. It is running the old program. One second, guys. I have to run April 4. When you click on this drop down, there are two programs, Welcome and April. It is running there, Welcome, April. Okay, what it is? It has given a beautiful error telling main method not found, which means I don't find an entrance in your house. How do I come in? You have written a file. You don't have an entrance. Please keep a door for me to enter into it. Correct? Understood?
Yes.
So it's very easy, guys. Just you have to remember linking with whatever you have. So public static void means what? If someone asks you what is public static void mean, it's an entrance. That is the way JVM can enter into your program. If you don't have this public static void, it is going to throw an error. Main method is not found. Please define the main method. It's clearly telling. So main is the entrance. Any program, whatever, how much ever complex, right? There should be one single file for entrance. Not every file should have an entrance. Let's say I have 20-30 files. No need to give main entrance in everywhere. Those are all rooms in the house. Entrance will be only one, right, to the outside world. Not all the rooms from the house will have an entrance to the outside world, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So got it? Got the concept?
Understand.
Good. So what we were like going through today, we created one project. We created one class, April. The class name cannot have a number. It cannot start with a number. It will throw error. The class name cannot have a space, but here you can have space. It will not be considered as a space because it's inside the file, right? When you create in the new window, that there only the space is not allowed. Here, this does not mean that the April is having a space. This means the file is having a space. Okay, we created this. Then we created public static void main, which means it is an entrance. And we created something as system.out.println just to ensure that we have written a good program. We have just learned something and now it is working. Okay, what is public then? Why should I give it as public? We'll learn in the access modifier for now. If I delete the public, let's see, you have to try out every single possibility. Only then you'll learn. Don't blindly follow whatever I am telling or whoever is telling. That's the only way to learn. Challenge everyone. You have to challenge everyone. You have to challenge yourself and see why this word is here. Why don't I use the other word? Okay, that's the only way to learn. So static void main. What will happen now? Let's see. Main method not found. Please define the main method. I have it main method. Why it is throwing it's not found? Because it is protected. I've locked it. I have a door, but it's locked. I have to keep the door open for someone to come in. Understood? Got it?
Yes.
So this is a door. I'll just give here as door. There's nothing wrong in writing these things and understanding in your way, because this is what will be coming to you for next 20-30 years, because I hope everyone are going to go into the same like IT field, right? And that's why you are here. So you have to know these basics very strongly. If I don't give here public, this means the door is locked. JVM cannot enter. We'll see what is JVM later, why it's trying to enter, all these things we'll see later. But for JVM to enter, it has to be public. Okay. Now what is static? What is static? Yes, anyone? What is static? Static.
It is also like same like protecting something, protecting
No,
the.
no, no. Correct, but what is static? What does the word static means?
Maybe like constant.
Constant,
Same.
correct. It is a constant which cannot change, correct? It's a static. This a static wall. This can never change. So if I don't give a static, let's see what happens. Please define the main method. If I don't give a static, what does it mean? It is dynamic. Okay, which means I have a door. Okay, I have it public, means the door is opened, but the door is not in one place. Every time I can move the door around my house. Sometimes I can move it in the north side. Sometimes I can move the door to the east, west, wherever I want. Every time I can move it. If there is some, if something is moving very rapidly, how will someone enter into a house? He should know that this is the entrance, correct? Getting it?
Yeah, Rajesh.
So if you give a static, which means this method will never change, you can trust this method and enter it here. That is why we give static. This is public. This door is public. You can enter. This door will not change. Always this is the entrance for the program. So you enter into this program. Void we'll see later. These are the two important things you should know why it is public static. Main is a keyword. You cannot change it. And we'll see why these things are there later. For now, is it clear? Any questions you can ask? Yes, guys. Any questions? Okay.
Rajesh,
Yes.
for this we want to use only Eclipse IDE, right?
You can use Eclipse. You can use NetBeans. If you are new, then I would suggest you go with Eclipse. It is very easy. It is free to download. I'll share the link in
Please.
chat.
Thank you.
So this is the Eclipse link. If you go here, there would be 2021 March release. So depending on the machine, whatever you have, you can download. For Windows, this would be there. And after you download, one thing I would recommend is you right click the file and run as administrator. Are you aware of it?
Yes.
Yeah, because for few systems, this would be blocking. The system would not allow and you will be getting errors. Don't think that there is some error in the file. You right click and click run as administrator. That should solve the problem.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think,
Rajesh.
yeah, great.
Rajesh, can
stop.
you explain one more time about the class and the object, if possible?
Sure, sure. So, okay. So
I got clear that the class is the main one to for the object, and I understand. But can you explain it one more time?
yes. So I'll take some other example now. For let's not take the same example, so you'll understand it much better. So let's take the example of candle. So candle is the final product which we see, which we can see, which we can light up, which we can touch, which we can feel, and which we can place in the like in the floor or wherever you want. Correct. So candle is a product which we can see. But how the candle is made? It's using a candle mold. I don't know the exact name. For now, for understanding purpose, let's. So this mold will be of two parts, or it can be of a cylinder shape, hollow cylinder, where the liquid candle will be uh, the wax, liquid wax will be poured inside. After some time, we can take out as a candle. Correct.
Yes.
So this mold From the mold, we are getting a candle, and how it is using a new process of candle mold. So this is how we get it. So candle is a class, is a blueprint, and whatever is coming out of the class are the objects. Equal to how we get it using a new keyword, and we process the class. We pour the wax into the class. So equivalent of this word is the class, because we are doing something with the class, and then we get an object.
Here the object is candle, right?
Object is candle, correct. Object is
Okay.
just, yeah, equate here.
We should always write the object name
Correct.
after the class.
Exactly. That is 100% correct. Always
Okay.
write the class name first, object name second, equal to new class name. This
That
is
the new
100
class includes the process how to get the
same class. Correct. The process of pouring the wax in the candle.
Okay.
The same class. Whatever, if I'm going to go here, class
Wax.
A, here also, because I cannot get a object of like candle of different size using a different size of mold, right? Whatever I'm pouring, the same
Yes.
candle will come.
Yeah. Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is 100% true as of now. This will change as we progress. This will change a bit as we progress, but always remember this: when I tell someday to change this expression a bit, be ready to adapt it and change the formula, because tomorrow I'll tell here something else, object equal to new class A. I'll tell something here. This will come up when we study. That time, this is also true. This is also true. Just I'm adding one more value to it. Okay. But today it's not needed. Let's not confuse more. Always write the class first, its object second, equal to new class. Of course, today we have not created any class. Tomorrow we'll create a class and then we'll write this expression. Okay.
Rajesh, it is asking Eclipse ID for Java developers and web developers.
Yes, when you download.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, please send in the chat so others can also see. You should be selecting. I'll show you which one to select. You have to read the text at the bottom. There would be some additional things in. Have you sent in chat?
Just a second. I can't maximize the window. Just a second.
And Rajesh, can you tell Kalpana to keep the recorded video on the link?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
So for today, you install the Eclipse. That is step number 1. Go to File, create a new project. New project. It will be blank. No need to worry about the Maven for now. Tomorrow you can go ahead. Just right click and create a new class. And give main here, public static void main. If you don't remember this, you just remember main method, MAIN, control space. That is very important. Control space, Eclipse will take care. Will automatically create this method. And inside the method, just give a system.out.println. If you don't remember that, what is the shortcut? Sysout.
This out control space.
Here it is just main. And sysout is a short form for the Eclipse to autofill. Sysout is short form for sysout, system.out.println. And these are, Java is a case sensitive language, so you cannot give a capital P. It will throw error. So give sysout control space and you will see autofill, just give something and run it. So you'll have something, you'll experience that at least that you have run a first program in Java. So from tomorrow we'll move ahead with different concepts. Once you run this one, tomorrow let's introduce the logging. We'll get an input from the, this is what we'll do tomorrow. So if when I run this program, today we have done this, we have just printed out a text. Tomorrow we'll get the name. What is your name? I give Rajesh, and I tell the program that when I type Q, it should quit. It is telling welcome. Now we'll go one step ahead. Instead of printing here, we'll also write to a file. Here it is. Whatever it is printing here, we'll be writing. This is very important in any project you do. This is called logging. LOOGING. And this is 100% very important for all the projects. Without logging, you should never write a program in production applications. That's the reason I am starting directly with the logging, because people don't give importance to this logging. They think that, okay, what is there? I'm just going to write something in file. Everything will be good when the program is 100% perfect. What if something goes wrong? You will not be able to debug. So it's always better to a file. You cannot see this console everywhere, right? You cannot be watching the console 24 hours. You write a program, you deploy in the server, and you go away. Night time, there is an error. When you come back in the morning, the file only is the clue for you. Here only everything will be written. This will be wiped off. So logging is something very important, but no worries. We'll go ahead one step at a time. So for today, you just practice with this, and tomorrow again we can meet up.
The
Did
same
you
time?
send it? Yeah, same time.
Yeah, I think he can share. If you give the access, he can share the screen and let us all know.
He has clicked to
Ah.
download desktop. This one, right? Yeah. Okay. If you see the first one, Eclipse IDE for Java developer, read the text below, the essential tools for any Java developer, including IDE, Git, okay. You have Maven. I said I am using Maven here. I used one term as Maven. You are seeing this one. So this is okay. Let's come down. Tools for developer working with Java web application. In your course, you are going to work in web application, correct? This here you do not see web application. In your course, you are going to work on web application, and you have something as JSP, Java Server Pages. That's also there in your course. So the JSP is not in the first tool. Of course, Maven is here and Maven is here. So select the second one, Enterprise IDE for Eclipse, Java, and web developers. Because we need JSP, Java Server Pages, and we need the web application. Understood?
Yes, Rajesh.
Got
After
it.
that, it is asking the install.
Yeah, it
Okay,
would be around 105 MB.
that's fine. And install.
So yeah, I'll
Rajesh, we should download the second one, right? Eclipse IDE for Enterprise Java.
second one. Yeah, second one. It would be of
Okay.
105 MB, I think. Just a few hours back, I downloaded. It would be like this. The installation, the file name will come like this: Eclipse IN installation JRE Win64. This would be the file name, and it would be 102 MB. So good, everyone.
Yes, Rajesh.
Okay, great.
Yes, Rajesh.
And don't forget to tell Kalpana to send the
Yeah,
recorded
sure.
video in the WhatsApp.
I'll
Thank
update
you.
her now. So for today, I think this is enough. Once you are
And tomorrow,
familiar with-
tomorrow also the same time?
yes, same time.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll progress one step further. We'll finish off this program. From there, we'll start opening up all the concepts, the oops, all the things will come up one by one. So by this week, let's try to finish off the core Java part. Okay.
Rajesh, if you have any question, just if you can chat in WhatsApp or just in the class.
Yes, actually, Kalpana said that there is some group and it should be added.
Mhm.
You can definitely send out to my email ID. I'm also available in WhatsApp. Maybe can you touch in base with Kalpana? She will help you out on that. I can share my
Yeah, cool.
WhatsApp also. You can. I shared my email ID also. You can send out the questions. Here is my email. I am available in.
Are you in the group, WhatsApp group, Rajesh?
No, but she said she will be adding it.
Okay, I got it.
So maybe once added, I'll be able to.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
I'll contact her on this after this session. I'll speak with her on that.
Yeah,
Okay
thank
then.
you.
Yeah. So take care. Let's meet up
Okay.
tomorrow. Any
Thank
Good
you,
night,
questions?
Rajesh.
Rajesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night.
I say good night. Bye bye.